Welcome to Everyday Mountain Bike, and today I am racing in the Glen Park Enduro, which is part of the Mid-Atlantic Super Series. This is also my first Enduro race, or race for that matter. There's a big field here, and I was nervous to start. There are people of all ages and backgrounds with legit looking gear, and the speed just oozed from some of these guys. My goal was to finish the race with a secondary goal of not coming in last. I was racing in the 19 to 21 men division, and I had no idea what to expect here. If you are new to enduro racing, here's how it works. You show up to an event after registering online. You go to the registration tent to get your number plate, which goes on the front of your bike, and a timing chip, which goes on your wrist and is used to start and stop your stages. This particular race was divided into 5 time stages of downhill runs. There was then a climbing transition back to the top to get to the other runs. First of all, they call out divisions to start climbing to the start gates, and you just pedal to stage 1. Then you line up as you get there. This particular race had no attendant at the gate, so you count off about 30 seconds before dropping in. You place your timing chip onto the beacon to start your run. At the end, you do the same on the beacon there to end your run. The stages had a variety of terrain and length as well as difficulty. All the stages are taped off and well marked. A pre-ride is usually available the day before a race, so you can scout the terrain and pick the best lines. This course had some pretty gnarly stuff with jumps, rock gardens, and steep sections. I'm kinda slow and I knew that, so I chose my lines very conservatively, where I knew I was within my limits. Not crashing is faster than crashing. Knowing that I was slower and new at this, I warned the rider behind me at the stages that if they wanted to pass during the run to call it out early, and I let them know that there was a good chance they would pass me. It turned out that I was passed on 3 of the 5 stages, so therefore my times were 30 seconds by at least slower than the guy behind me. I rode hard and tried my best, though in the end I did finish and complete my first goal of finishing the race. I also succeeded in not coming in last. I placed 19 out of 21 riders. Not bad for my first race. I was very slow in most of the stages when looking at the results though. With this information and experience, I learned so much. Number 1, racing is so fun. It gives me a competitive fix that I normally wouldn't get riding trails by myself. It is a welcoming and helpful community. Many riders offered advice for my first race, which was greatly appreciated. It was also a humbling experience seeing what great talent was out there on the local trails. Some of these guys can flat out rip down a trail. I now know that I need some downhill practice. I could see during the race that I rode the brakes a lot and pulled them at inopportune times. I also picked some weird and slow lines. I could also get some practice at jumps and features in order to hit those faster lines. I also need some work with sprinting. My starting technique was also lacking. Getting in the groove and up the speed faster could also be improved. With all this information, I will put it to use training as I inevitably will sign up for another race in the future. It was such a rewarding experience even though my results were not stellar. I still hit my goals and I was happy with that. I can now try to get better results in the future now knowing what enduro racing is like.
Sorry, man. Bad timing.
So with that, I'll end for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and got something useful from it. Stay tuned to the channel as I will be releasing my individual unedited stages in the next few days. Feel free to pick apart my riding as I can only get better from your constructive feedback. Now if you aren't subscribed, please consider it as it leads to more and better videos made just for you. Also please share this video and the channel with others if you found it useful. Any way to promote mountain biking in the area is beneficial to the community. And also a big thanks to Pocono Mountain Bike Club for putting on the Glen Park Enduro. It was such a great event. Stay tuned to the channel for more trail guides and helpful mountain bike videos. Thanks for watching today, and I'll catch you next time.